Welcome to our metaverse. We're very glad that you're here to join us in our journey of trying to expand the amount of compassion in our world. We do that together in sharing experiences and sharing ideas that have benefited us to enjoy our own being more and therefore enjoy other beings more. We're glad that you're here. Tonight, we're going to be doing a body scan practice. And we welcome you to get comfortable. We will be doing a slideshow in the beginning to introduce a couple of ideas, and then we will transition to a spoken body scan where I will invite you to close your eyes and just follow about 50 points in our body we're going to do tonight. It's going to be a nice, long, relaxing one. You're always welcome to keep your camera on, and as you're comfortable, you're welcome to keep your camera off. One of the major benefits of a body scan is it helps you sleep better. Tonight, we're going to hope that you can stay awake with us during the practice and then take the relaxation of it into sleep. Or I invite you to do your own body scan to go to sleep tonight. Intentionally say, I will go scan my own body until I fall asleep, and just slowly just see what's in your body. And then let me know how it went, because it's pretty awesome when you fall asleep like that. So I'm going to share my screen to start off. I always go desktop and then this. Can you see a whole screen that's a big turtle? All right. So we're going to call the body scan a slow journey towards presence in our body. For me, there are all these cliche sayings, presence being one of them. It was like, are you talking about Christmas with ribbons around them? Are you talking like, do I know how to spell the difference between what are you talking about? Presence is like attention. So it's like attention to our body and what's experiencing and what's happening in our body. First, we're going to talk about the benefits of the body scan. There are so many. It brings us here and now. We are in this body, right? Our energy is embodied. And so when we ask to pay attention to what's happening here in our body, it kind of brings our attention here rather than all the other places we have been today in our body or mind. It calms our nervous system. It reduces anxiety by not worrying about future and past. We are just bringing our experience into now. It improves sleep. It builds body awareness. Now, some of us cruise through life never really paying attention to our body. And the next thing we're like, what is this thing? And why is that happening to this? What's going on? And so we're going to become a little bit more aware of our body in a loving way. That's called interoception. So we're going to be sensing internal body signals. If our body is our friend, it gives us these signals, like when we see a shark coming towards us in the water, get out of the water. Like our body reacts and tells us something. Hopefully we never see a shark in the water when we're swimming in a situation like that. But if another car is coming too close to us, our body, and when our body makes this change like that, it's trying to communicate to us. So interoception is trying to get those signals from our body. It strengthens emotional regulation, because if we can learn to feel and experience in our body, sometimes it doesn't have to go into all of the stories that we put on that actual experience of a feeling. It helps process emotions safely. Now, a body scan allows emotions to be felt without needing to be analyzed. That's what I was just mentioning. This is where healing often begins, is we just feel it in our body. And then we start going, wow, okay, what I'm like running from is actually that feeling in my body. So what's going on? And we start to, some people are using the word heal. I like to call it integrate. We like to just integrate what's going on in our body with our whole experience and not be afraid of it. We can be with it all. It releases stored tension. When we give something attention, it also gives it space. And in that space, it gives it a chance to breathe. It reduces overthinking because we're really focused on where we are going through our body. Helps us build a kind relationship with ourself and our body. It increases balance. And what I love about it is it's portable. Wherever we go, we've got this tool with us, this body scan capability, should we choose to use it. So while it feels good, there is some kind of understanding of all these different things that it's doing to make it feel good for us. As always, let's take one moment and set an intention and motivation for being here right now. Our intention is what we plan to do while we're here together. And the motivation is, why do we plan to do that? So maybe my intention is to guide us through our body in little stages till we experience lots of us in a focused way, to hopefully help peacefully get you in touch with your body in a loving, caring way, and begin to hear more of what it's trying to tell us. Think about what your intention and motivation is for being here tonight. And just like the body scan, setting an intention and setting motivation help us focus the energy for what we will be doing and why we'll be doing it. So now it's like, if we just did it, maybe it would have 25% of the energy. But now when we say, I intend to do this for this reason, now we put like 4 times as much energy behind what we're doing because it's focused energy. So there is a big difference between feeling and feelings. It's very easy to confuse these two words that only differ by one letter, but they're not the same word. Maybe think about it for a second. Like, what's the difference between feeling? Does anybody want to poke at this before I bring it up? The difference between feeling and feelings?
I would say one is the act of feeling, and then the other is, the feelings around that.
Mm-hmm. Good. I'm going to say that using some different words, saying exactly that. So feeling is a direct experience in our body. When somebody says to you, what are you feeling? My mind goes into all these overanalyzing. I'm feeling that I think this because you think that, because that actually is not feeling. That's expressing feelings. Feeling is simply a direct experience in our body. It's physical. It's immediate. It's right now. And it is sensed. It's not thought. Right now, put your hands on something. What are you feeling in your hand? My desktop feels cool right now. Okay, that's feeling. Here's some more examples. I feel a tightness in my chest. I feel warmth in my hands. I feel heaviness in my shoulders. I feel fluttering in my stomach. These are feeling without the S. They are sensations or emotions that are felt in our body. That fluttering has a cause, right? So it could be an emotion that's bringing that fluttering into my stomach. Now feelings, oh, I didn't time this right, sorry. That's when there's some judgment or some thought that is put onto something. I feel that. I feel that, or I feel like. That's usually a thought or a judgment. Well, it's not a feeling. There's some type of story in our mind that's involved with feelings. But feeling is just simply a sensation in our body. Have you guys ever thought about feeling versus feelings? I think that it's very, very easy to get this confused. I think when we're communicating with another person and we're using the word feeling and feelings, we do so very interchangeably. I think if we just sat down and went, here's what I'm feeling in my body, even if we shared that with somebody else as we're having feelings, it comes across much less judgmentally, much less accusational, much less story filled. And just if you're with somebody and they say, I'm feeling a fluttering in my stomach, it can cause you to give them some space. Like, wait, I don't want to cause you to have that in your stomach. You don't even have to add the rest of the story. Feelings are mental. They are interpretive. They are story-based. And they're about evaluating something. Feelings are different from feeling. Does anybody have a comment or a question or anything about that? So as we go into our body scan tonight, we're going to focus on just feeling. Not the feelings, not the thoughts, not the stories, not the... Yes, they will pop up. We've been habituated to have a feeling with a feelings immediately for our whole life, probably. So now we're just going to be saying, what am I feeling? What is the feeling in the crown of my head? What is the feeling in my forehead? What is the feeling in my eyebrows? Maybe there's nothing. Fine. Okay. Examples of feelings. I feel like I'm not doing this right. It's not feeling in your body. That's a judgment of something. I feel that no one understands me. I feel like I'm failing. These are thoughts about ourselves or situations. They're not just feeling. Okay, so I'm going to stop my share. I'm going to invite you to get into a really comfortable place. I'm going to go nice and slowly through this. I'm going to start our sound in the background. So I'm playing some music in the background where we tested this just before class and each person here could hear it in their own system. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. If not, a nice silence in the background can be okay. Or Feel free to press pause if you're watching this on a video and put some nice ambient music in the background, and then listen to my voice with that ambient music as we go through the scan. The straight spine helps us. We're just going to arrive here now. Try to create a position that's comfortable. Laying down is totally appropriate. Please try to keep alert for this one. If you fall asleep, forgive yourself, just it's okay, but you're just noticing what is here. Wow, I didn't realize that was going on in this part of me. There's your feelings about it, but you're just noticing. There's warmth here. There's tingling. There's pulsing I didn't realize. Okay. By the time we get to our feet, you might notice that your hands feel totally separately than your feet. When sometimes we feel like our whole body is warm or our whole body is cold, we don't realize that there are these different parts that feel different things simultaneously. So when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes if that makes you comfortable. And I'm going to guide us starting with the crown of our head, the very top part of our head that faces upward out to the sky. And to move to our forehead. And to our eyebrows. To our eyelids. And our eyeballs. To the top of our nose between our eyes and down our nose to the tip of our nose. To our nostrils. What are you feeling? To your upper lip area. To both of your lips. Teeth, your tongue, back out of your mouth to your cheeks, and from the middle of your chin outward on your jaw towards your ears. Feeling the outside of your ear down to your earlobe. To the more inside part of your ear. Maybe it's connected to your throat. Back to the outside skin area of the back of your neck. Into your throat, outside. Flowing down your whole neck till the area where it meets and goes out to your shoulders. What am I feeling? While focusing on your shoulders, Imagine them in a state that's solid like ice and gently melting into a liquid. And gently melting even further into a gas. Feel free at any point to just bring a nice big breath into the area where we're doing and following. From our shoulders, we'll go down our upper arms slowly, feeling the bicep and the tricep and the bones inside, arriving at our elbows. Feeling the inner side of our elbow, going down our forearms now, towards our wrists. So many bones and tendons happening in our wrists. Feel free to move them a little bit if you'd like. I'm going to invite you, we're going to do one hand at a time tonight. We're going to start with our left hand. And we'll go from our wrist towards our pinky. And we'll focus on the main knuckle of our pinky that touches our palm, going up to the middle knuckle, to the top knuckle, and to the tip of our pinky. To our ring finger, where the main knuckle touches the palm, up to our middle knuckle, the higher knuckle, and the tip of the left ring finger. The main knuckle of the middle finger, to the middle knuckle, to the higher knuckle, and to the tip of the left middle finger. To our point finger, main knuckle, to our middle knuckle of the point finger, to the top knuckle, and to the tip of our left point finger. We're going to bring that down and over to our thumb area, where the pad of our thumb is, where the knuckle of our thumb is, where the tip of our left thumb is. What am I feeling? And we'll take it over now to our right hand. Maybe it's not the same as the left hand. We don't know. We're going to pay it a little attention and see. From the palm of our hand, bring our attention up to where the palm meets the knuckle of the pinky, the main knuckle that touches the palm. We'll go up to the middle knuckle, the higher knuckle, and the tip of the pinky. We'll go to the knuckle of the ring finger, to the middle knuckle, to the higher knuckle, and to the tip of the ring finger. To the middle finger, main knuckle that touches the palm. To the middle knuckle, the higher knuckle, to the tip of the middle finger. If you sense impatience, let that be. Just breathe with it and notice it and let it be. It's hard to be present. To our right point finger, to the knuckle that touches the palm. up the middle knuckle, to the higher knuckle, to the tip of the right hand. What am I feeling? What are the direct sensations I'm feeling? And bring that down over to your right thumb, where the pad of your thumb is, in the palm pad area, and then go up the knuckles to the tip of your right thumb. Take a deep breath as you slowly move your attention now back up to the top part of your neck. And slowly imagine cascading down one vertebrae at a time through the upper back. One vertebrae, the next vertebrae, the next one, through the upper middle back, getting down towards the lower back, middle lower back, slowly arriving to the lower back and allowing the attention to expand out to your pelvis. Bring your attention up to your torso area and your chest area. Breathe some space into it all. What are you feeling? And we'll go back down towards the pelvis. And with both legs, we're going to give attention from the hips down the upper legs. We're going to feel muscles and bones, everything in between, taking us down to our knees, and the back side of our knees. Slowing down, letting slow be okay. And cascading down the bottom part of our legs, the shins and the calf, and the bones, arriving to our ankles, and from our ankles to our heels, from our heels, giving some attention to the top part of our foot, the outside part of the top of our foot, and going underneath the arches of our foot. Feeling the arches, taking us out to the padding of the front part of our foot where those main knuckles touch our toes. And your choice now to do both at the same time or to choose one foot first. And start with your pinky toe. And go to the second toe. To the third toe. To the tall toe. and to the big toe. Breathing with the idea that that bottom of your foot and area holds you, stabilizes you for much of the day. Now feeling all of these areas come together into this whole being. Pay attention to your respiratory system, your lungs and everything that they feed. You feel your lungs and the air reach to the tips of your fingers. And now pay attention to your nervous system. You're in the whole body now. And all these parts I just cascaded through. Where are my nerves? Where aren't my nerves? Moving to the skeletal system. These bones all over my body that kind of help it keep form. And bringing attention now to our muscular system. Who knew we had all these systems? All these muscles that hold things together, ligaments. This amazing, amazing cooperative body that we are given holds so much feeling. Think about a message you'd like to share with your body now. Maybe it's gratitude. Maybe it's a new cooperation to listen to it more. Just feel that whole body and all of its different parts coming together. Nothing to change. Just noticing what's here. Offering gratitude. And bringing us home. The real home. When you're ready, take 3 slow breaths. I invite you to continue your patience. And then I like to wiggle my toes and wiggle my fingers. wiggle my body a little bit and check that I'm still awake. If you are, I applaud you. Thank you for joining me in that. I would love to hear anything that you noticed between feeling and feelings in the different parts in your body and the different systems in our body.
It's amazing when you brought up the nervous system. It's like I felt like this electrical charge throughout my body. It was like, oh my goodness, those are my nerves. They're alive.
That's crazy. I had the same experience. Like it felt like all my nerves were like about to like twitch. You know, yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it was very cool.
For me, I just noticed like the breath is just always the thing that's gonna take you like even further into the feeling.
Kind of an invitation to go inward and really feel it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Did you hear birds while you were outside?
Yeah.
How
I can
neat.
hear him right now.
Oh, how neat. Rachel?
Yeah, it was so beautiful, Deniece. Thank you. It it was a bit hard to kind of get started and settled in. I just I've been dealing with some emotional stress, so my heart kept just saying, "I need some attention." Like, I know I see you. You're dealing with some pain, but hang on, I've got to notice the nose right now. So it's
Pick me, pick
so I
me.
know. I know we'll get to you. So, but it was by the time, yeah, they're like you guys are saying, we get to the feet and then the nervous system. It was just like, oh my goodness, I was just so there, just watching the nervous system do its thing, and it's really such a beautiful practice because how often would we stop and notice our pinky toe, and yet our pinky toe does so much for us all day long, you know? So I just love the practice of gratitude and just appreciating every bit of my body because it does do so much for me. So thank you for this gift tonight.
Thank you for your presence and for your practice. Someone today was mentioning to Nathan and I that medicine is a practice, that meditation is a practice, that sports are a practice. We're just practicing. And I'm very, very grateful that we practice together.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Sangha.
Thank you. That's it for tonight. So if there was anything I did that brought up something uncomfortable for you, I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. If there's anything that you thought in your feelings or as we wandered through our body trying to feel that wasn't something that you felt like that belonged here, forgive yourself. We're noticing, we're practicing. When we come together to try to wake up, to try to feel what our body's trying to tell us, to try to imagine when we get really good with understanding our own body and its cues, just how much more effective we will be with another when we are in their presence and we watch something happen with them, and we'll be able to notice it and say, may I help you? Are you uncomfortable? And help read somebody non-verbally so that we can be present for them with that too. Kind of important. So what we do as we create our practice and continue our practice is filled with merit. It's filled on the energy of our intention and motivation. May the merit that we earned tonight Last time we did this, and I preferred this rather than immediately. May the merit cascade through us entirely like a golden light that purifies and nurtures our entire being.
Mm.
And then may we pass that out with everything we've got to every sentient being who is suffering, that they may stop suffering immediately. And that all wars end immediately. Thank you once again for your beautiful presence.